Your beginnings will seem humble, so prosperous will your future be. Job chapter 8, verses 7. Hello, family. A very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch food channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today on the menu, we have this nutritious, very delicious Ghanaian garden egg stew. It's really, really special. So please stay tuned and let's get right into it. So these are the list of ingredients I am going to also list below in the description box. And of course, our main ingredient for this recipe happens to be our garden eggs. And I also have some optional ingredients, which is the corned beef. You do not have to have it, but it just make it more tastier, delicious, and more richer. I also have lots more eggs, some vegetables, oil, and some seasoning to go with this. I'll list each and every one below, and as we go on, we also get to see them one after the other. So to begin with, I like to wash my garden eggs, and I'll cut off the head and divide it into 4 sections. This is going to be very easy for me to get rid of the skin once it's nice and cooked. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on with all of these until I am done. Once done, I'll transfer each and every one in a bowl, and I'm going to add about 1 cup of water. In addition, I'm going to add 1 habanero pepper. I do not want this to be very spicy, yeah, so I'm going to add just 1 habanero pepper, cover it, and allow this to cook for at least 10 minutes on a low to medium heat. All right, so after boiling this for 10 minutes, my garden eggs are ready. I am going to go ahead and get it off the fire, and I'm going to allow this to sit and rest until it's nice and cool down. So in the meantime, I'll go ahead and chop my onions into large sizes like this. Slice them into smaller if you want, but slicing them into this size really gives the stew another form of volume as well. After slicing, I will just go ahead and slice a small piece of onions for garnishing later. That I want to slice it this way as you see on your screens. Once I'm done, I will slice my tomatoes. I'll just take off the head like this and slice together with the seeds as well. This recipe, we are not going to use any blender to blend anything, so I'm just going to do it this way, slice it, and I'll just begin by starting off with the stew process. It is really easy and very simple for each and everyone to try. Nothing complicated at all. Okay, so this is how all your sliced vegetables should look like. So in my pot, I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. Use some olive oil, coconut oil. Actually, coconut oil will even taste better if you have used that. And I'm going to now add in my tomatoes, fry it until it's nice and soft. I'll also add some dawadawa for that umami flavor. If you have momone, please go ahead and use that as well. It is very good. I'm going to also crush 2 cloves of garlic in here and just go ahead and mix it very well until all is nice and caramelized as you see on your screens. Please try making this on a low to medium heat to prevent everything from burning. Okay, once I'm done, I'll go ahead and add my chopped tomatoes here, stir it and until everything is nicely combined. Tomatoes are very juicy. They come with it natural juices, so I want you to really lower your heat and cover your pot for about 2 minutes, and you see that beautiful juices has been released as you see on your screens. So you just want to go ahead and stir it gently, and all that I will use here is the stock that I got from steaming my cow skin or wele. Okay, so I'm going to add that for extra flavor, and then comes my cow skin or wele. It is extra for this garden egg stew. I absolutely love it in there. If I do not use wele, I would normally use gizzard. You can also choose to use chicken, whatever works for you. please go ahead and use it. All right, so stir gently until everything is combined. And now this is very optional though. I'm going to add a little bit of corned beef. We're making this extra special. So I'm going to stir the corned beef together and also allow this to simmer for about 3 minutes. All right, once everything is thoroughly mixed together, I'm going to cover it, allow it to simmer for the next 2 to 3 minutes or so, while I'll get my garden eggs ready for the next step. Okay, so it's advisable to take off the skin of your garden eggs because it's going to be very, it gets thicker and harder as you let it sit or rest. Okay, so we're just going to remove that skin from it, and a lot of people do not like that texture too, so I just always like to take off the skin. And I'm here using my traditional grinder, my asanka, to do the job. You can also use your food processor, why not? I first started with my habanero pepper and then went in with a bit of the garden eggs. I'm going to partially grind this. We do not want it too smooth, so it's good that you have a little bit of texture left, not too smooth at all. Okay, so I'm going to continue until I'm done grinding all my garden eggs. If you're enjoying the process, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and also share it with your friends and family. Really helps the channel grow. All right, so I am done now. I'm going to now put everything back to my stew. It's looking amazing here. It really took just 3 minutes to come back and check. You want to be checking up on it, especially when the corned beef is in. It can easily get stuck at the bottom of your pot. So I'm just slowly going to add my garden eggs as you see on your screens, and I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of water just so that it reduces the amount of thickness that is going on now. I lost that clip, but I added a little tiny bit of water here, and I also went ahead to season it with salt. And while doing this, make sure you gently stir everything together and just cover it halfway, allow it to simmer for another 2 minutes while you go ahead and prep for the final ingredient, which is our eggs. In total, I use about 5 eggs, but you can go ahead and add less or more if you prefer. Okay, so once my eggs are here, I'll go ahead and whisk it until they're nice and fluffy, and I'm going to add it back to my stew. It's absolutely easy, gorgeous, and very delicious. Okay, who do not like eggs? So I'm going to pour my eggs here, gently stir it. Very easy. You just want to be very easy and gentle with it. And I'm going to now cover it and allow this to cook for about 5 minutes on a low, very low heat. Okay, if not, it will end up burning. I'll just allow this to do its work until I see that the eggs doubles in size and it's nice and fluffy, just like what you see on your screens. At this point, I'm going to gently stir everything together and taste for salt if there is need to adjust it. And all that I have to do here is to add some garnishing to it, because the stew is ready. So I added some chopped onions, some red bell peppers, and that is it. Go ahead and add lots more of your vegetables, your favorite vegetables to garnish your stew with, and you are good to go. And just like that, our stew is ready. Just allow it to simmer for about a minute or two and you're ready to go. So there you have it, family. Our stew is nicely done and it's ready to be paired with any side dish of choice. Today we are going to pair this with some yam and some boiled ripe plantain. Boy, that combo is crazy. It's so delicious. You can also absolutely pair this with some rice, white rice. Of course, it's so good. The list goes on and on. This is such a delicious and very nutritious stew that you have to really try. So this is me peeling off the yam that I got from the African market. It wasn't in such a great shape, but I just tried to make it happen. All that you have to do when you're cooking yam is just cut it into the sizes that you prefer and wash it very well. Put it in your bowl. add water and season it with salt, and that is it. Allow it to boil for just about 15 minutes on a low to medium heat, and that is it. Your yam. And I also added some semi-ripe plantains to it, and it should be ready after 15 minutes. It was such a good pair. But of course, if you have rice at home, you can definitely pair this delicious stew with this as well. Do not forget to add a little bit of avocados. They go so well together. So there you have it, family. I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe and you're going to give it a try. It is so delicious, very nutritious, especially for this new year, okay? Please go ahead and give it a try. I believe you're going to love it. Hello, if this is your first time here, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meals right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come aboard and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again, and as always, know that you are so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day.